Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform and welcome back to the lovely South Yorkshire. And today we are here at Dore and Totley, located on the Hope Valley line, which runs into Manchester Piccadilly, generally via New Mills, but at the moment via Hazel Grove. We'll explain why later. So we'll start by introducing everyone. We've got Mr. Yorkshire train enthusiast Tom, first time in a while. We've got Rob, RH Transfer Videos, and we got Sophie, SG Minor 21. Hello. So it is a very sunny day here in South Yorkshire. Today you'll be seeing services along the way from Northern and probably from EMR and Transpennine Express as well, as long as TPE don't get cancelled, of course, but we'll see. I'm not holding up much hope for that. So the first station we're at today is a suburban Sheffield station. Basically it's Dore and Totley, and we'll talk about the facts about it. As you can tell, Dore and Totley used to have one platform. It has only very recently opened a second platform, which we're stood on right now. This is a good idea because there was a lot of congestion before that, just using the one platform for trains going into Sheffield and coming back out, because especially if trains were delayed. Not only that, obviously you had the issues with fast trains as well going towards, so just using the one platform to get through, although they still use the one track. They've got got another platform, so there's a bit more ease of access to here, if you like. We have got a train passing through. It's an EMR service. This is heading to Liverpool. It's 158, 799 and 812. So along the way today you're going to be seeing those trains, definitely, because they go through the line here and then they come back through the platform here, so to go towards Manchester. So anyway, so let's begin today's episode of Every Platform here in South Yorkshire, and start at Dore and Totley. I should also add, because I always add it and I forgot to, if you do chuck out any updates on trips and posts, check out my Facebook group. Also check out my Instagram at KTVvids for story updates, and if you want to check out the trip updates that I update after every trip, every platform wise, then look at the featured section when you go into the group and you'll be able to see what is going on and when. Obviously no plans are there unless you ask, but yes. So let's kill two birds with one stone. Dore and Totley station serves the southwestern Sheffield suburbs of Dore and Totley, funnily enough, in South Yorkshire. TPE also do call here at certain points during the day on their Cleethorpes services. Some of them do just randomly call here, and then other times they'll literally just skip here and go straight to Sheffield. Same as EMR do. They don't stop here unless it's during the morning or in the evening. So all three do stop, but TP and EMR are limited. The name Dore and Totley was actually restored in April 2008. Before that, I believe the station was just called Dore. Well, it was just called Totley, it was one of them. But then the station received new Northern Rail branded running in boards, which changed the name to Dore and Totley. So it makes sense because it's basically is an in-between point between the two suburbs. So yes, and in May 2019 a canopy was added to the station building, which you can see just over there, which is quite nice. It's an 1872 building, it's very old, but yeah. So our next station is going to be Hathersage. We are actually taking two buses. We're going to go back to Sheffield, and then we're taking Hollies of Baslow over to Hathersage because we can. So I'll update you soon. Alright, passing through there was 158846. That I believe is heading to Norwich from Liverpool Lime Street. A two-car, good fun. We love that when it happens, don't we, EMR? Right, so we're on board the South Yorkshire Volvo B9 variety equipment gentlemen. Fleet number 36280. We're heading off to Sheffield. We're going back because we're actually getting 2 buses on this section. So this one, and then we're using Hollies to get to Hathersage to continue our journey today. So this is the only bus we use today that's operated by First. But yeah, standard B9, lovely as always. But we'll update you when we get over to Sheffield. Alright, so we made it back into Sheffield. Just over there is the B9, which is going to be heading off to Hillsborough, which is sort of where it comes from. It starts at Totley, which is obviously suburban Sheffield. Here's the bus making its way off. So we're going to head to get our bus from Sheffield Interchange, and it's going to be Hollies of Baslow. We'll update you when we're on that one. Right, so we're on board our second bus. This is a Trident E400 heading off to Hathersage. We're taking this on. Very nice, and that's what we're going to get during this journey. So yes, I'll update you when we get nearer to Hathersage. It's Jasper.
I sprinted for this for some reason. I'm here now.
Yes, it's time for the iconic dust test, except we're going to do it on a bus, on a Trident E400. That was awful.
Yeah, it was quite bad. Yeah, that is
right, it has produced dust, as you can see. How fun.
Quality.
Absolutely. We're doing very well on this. We're off to Hathersage. We'll be there soon. There we go. So I just thought I'd play the clip just so you can hear how nice this sounds. This bus is incredible. Probably one of the best Trident E400s I've sat on. And that's an 09 plate as well, so that says a lot. Plus there's an alarm going off, but the driver doesn't care, so. Anyway, we're off soon, and we'll head back to get to some more stations. So there goes our Trident E400. It's taken us here to Hathersage. We're now going to head to the station and go from there. That was a really nice journey. Right, welcome to Hathersage station. First of all, this is the underpass which takes you over between the 2 platforms. And of course, they've got a heritage sign. Hathersage for the Hope Valley Line, Peak District National Park. This line is very nice, and that bus journey was fantastic. Now it's time to experience the railway side of it. 2 platforms here. Hathersage serves an hourly service between Sheffield and Manchester Piccadilly, stopping at all stations up via New Mills Central and onwards that way towards Manchester, although due to a landslip the line between Chinley and New Mills is blocked due to that reason. So we will be on a rail replacement bus for 20 minutes in between those 2 today as well, so just add to the fun. So update shortly, we're going to be heading to Grindleford. Okay, the partner now is the delayed 11:32 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly from Sheffield. It's very busy, 195-122 doing it. So that one goes. So yeah, it's an hourly service here at Hathersage. We're during the peak time. You will get East Midlands Railway call here as well, but that's like one train in the morning, one train in the evening sort of thing, and it's very infrequent when it comes to EMR. But when it comes to the only other train company that runs here is TPE, but they run through and pass without stopping as well. So yes, in terms of the station itself, the station says the village of Hathersage in the Derbyshire Peak District. The station was opened in 1894, and the Midland Railway, by the Midland Railway, only opened the line between Dore and Chinley. The original buildings were made of timber, but they have now disappeared. They're not there anymore, as you can tell. But the other thing to note is well, I mean, the station's got a lot of history. It was one of the first to open, I believe, on the line as well. It is for the North Leeds and Stanage Edge, so it is also for sort of walking areas in the Peak District. But there was a lot of opposition to this line actually opening, which is a bit odd, because you wouldn't have thought they'd oppose to connectivity, but, or, you know, for trains, but it was basically a traction engine. It's basically what it was. It was a carriage with a traction engine. I don't know why they were opposing to it though, but hey ho. Anyway, I won't waffle on. The next station for us is Grindleford, and we'll head there shortly. Okay, arriving now is the 11:45 Northern Service to Sheffield. We've got 195114 again. It's the one that took us to Dore and Totley earlier. We're going to take this one stop to Grindleford. Update you shortly. Right, here we are at Grindleford and departing out now is 195114. So that's 195114. They're heading off to Grindleford, to Sheffield from here at Grindleford. I'm going mad. Welcome to Grindleford. The station, very quiet, very nice though. I like it. We are going to talk about the station in just a moment. This station is probably one of the only ones that doesn't have a connecting very good transport link. Some of them do here. Grindleford doesn't, or it does, but it's like half an hour walk, so it's not even like any good in that sense. But you can change here for another area in the Peak District called Padley Gorge, also the Longshore Estate, local areas near here. But yeah, this place is crazy for tourists. There are so many tourists that come around here to visit the areas. It's really cool. It's very, very busy, and it's good for walkers. There's a lot of walkers we've seen go off the train here, and at Hathersage we saw some get off as well. So anyway, I'll update you shortly. Right, welcome to Grindleford. This station serves the village of Grindleford in the Derbyshire Peak District. It's 1 mile away from another village which is called Never Padley, which sounds like something out of Narnia. Station again opened in 1894, same as Hathersage did. The station buildings here are still apparently exist. They are probably up at the top there, and apparently they're a cafe now, which is interesting. The station was unstaffed, and until 2018 had no way of buying tickets. But then Northern installed ticket machines at every station in between here and New Mills Central. Before that, it didn't have any ticket machine facilities at all, ticket vending facilities. It was all part of Northern's penalty fare scheme, which is why they did it. But yes, step-free access is available for westbound trains only, so platform 1. We have a train passing through as well. It's EMR. It's 158770 and 864 heading to Liverpool Lime Street from Norwich. But yeah, so step-free access only available on platform 1, which is that one over there. Other than that, although it does look like step-free access is now available on 2 as well, because there's a ramp down. So I think it's actually available on both, so I think it's talking rubbish. Oh, that's why. The ramps to the bridge linking the platforms are steep and are not suitable for wheelchairs. That's why. So it isn't it's accessible, but it's dangerous. That's basically what they're saying. Anyway, that is Grindleford. The next station is going to be Hope. It's Rob's surname. That's just for reference. Also, I hope Man United win on the weekend. I'm asking for too much though. So behind me is the old station building that I was talking about. This is Grindleford Station's cafe. So this is the old one. So it used to be the old building, and now it's obviously been revamped into what is a cafe. Oddly enough, it's a cash only one as well, so you don't actually take card, which is quite rare nowadays, but they do accept bank transfers, so that's one way of doing it. But yeah, you can tell it's called the Grindleford Station Cafe. That is the name of the place, so they kept the name. But yeah, that is what it used to be. It used to be the old railway ticket office that you could buy tickets from. Now closed down and revamped into something else, which is good to see they're actually making use of the building and not just leaving it so it just rots away, which is really, really cool. So, but yeah, that's Grindleford done. Now that's all done now because we've come and seen the building, and Hope will be next. All right, passing through there was 18511 heading to Liverpool Lime Street from Scunthorpe. It's got a little bit of a livery on it as well at the front and back, so there that one goes. Right, arriving in now is 195114. This is the 1229 service to Manchester Piccadilly. It's the same unit for the third time, although there are 2 other units on the line. Well, we don't talk about that. We're heading off to Hope. We'll update you soon. So we've now arrived into Hope. And 195114, probably one of the last times we get it today, I reckon. Heading to Manchester Piccadilly from Sheffield. So, welcome to Hope. So this is where we leave Rob. He's home now.
This is his home station.
It is your home station. So Rob, thank you for coming today.
No problem.
And not really. Anyway, so you can change here for Castleton, which is a small village which is, I think, not too far away from here, and the Caverns. So just some other Peak District areas, because you know they like to tell tourists where things are. We are catching a bus from here. There is a bus link here, and it is Holly's again, and it is another Trident E400. It's a different one to the one we had earlier though, because the other one we had was an ex-Metro line, and apparently this one is ex-Abellio London. So this will be interesting. See the contrast, see which one sounds better. Maybe they'll both sound just as good, who knows. We'll talk about the station in just a moment. So very quickly, this station is Hope. It's bracketed Hope, Derbyshire, because there is another Hope in the Borderlands line between Wrexham and Bidston. The station itself is a very notable tourist spot because of its caverns and the gemstone called Blue John, which is located near here as well. Also a short distance to the west is Earl's Sidings, and it's the exchange yard for the privately owned and operated 2-mile long branch line to the Hope Cement Factory. So yes, I've got to be quick because we've got to run for our bus, but that is Hope Station. Sorry it's brief. Update you soon. Next stop, Bamford. Right, sorry I had to keep it brief at Hope Station. Obviously here's the road that leads up to it. You did see the platform, and I did give a couple of facts, but basically our northern train was late and we had a short-ish connection here at Hope, so we had to run down and make it, but luckily the bus stop is literally just down the road from the station, so it's really helpful. So the next bus we're catching is the 272 with Holly's again. It's not here yet, but when it is here we'll head on it and head to Bamford. It's about a 20-minute journey on this, so looking forward to another round on a Trident E400. Update you soon. Right, we're now on board another Trident E400, this time ex-Edale, heading off to Bamford. How interesting this one looks, but the funny thing is the actual destination display doesn't work, and on the front of it there's actually a piece of paper that says 272, which is the route number we're on. So yes, always fun. Anyway, right, we'll update you when we get to Bamford and go from there. So there goes the 272, that's our other Hullies of Baslow bus today. We've had two of them and they've both been Trident E400s. I'd say that's a bit of a W, that's really nice. So the next bus we do use will be a rail replacement bus, which will be interesting. But in terms of bus company, we are going to be moving into Stagecoaches territory a little bit later on today. But we'll talk to you more about that later on. For now, here we are at Bamford. We're going to be focusing on the trains for a little while. And we'll update you soon. Right, welcome to Patrick Bamford Station. I'm joking. Passing through, we've got a 185 heading to Liverpool Lime Street from Scunthorpe. (185) 106 heading off to Liverpool Lime Street. So welcome to Bamford Station. It's not actually called Patrick Bamford and it has no affiliation with him, I don't think. So please don't take that seriously, because if you do, then if you meet him you might confuse him. Anyway, so Bamford Station, so it's a village of Bamford in Derbyshire Peak District. The station opened for goods traffic in 1893 and to passengers in 1894, so again quite similar to all the others. But Bamford Station was the only one on the line that was opened later than all the others. It opened in June, whilst the others opened I think in the springtime, so I think it was a little bit before. The station became what was known as an unstaffed halt in 1969 when the last station master purchased the station house. But then there's also a main station building which was located on the stations over on the road bridge just up there, but then got removed in the 70s. Since then, Bamford has been just this basic little station, although it is really nice. The views are lovely going all the way over there. There's also a turnback siding over there as well, which I'm not too sure what it's for, but maybe it's like a relief thing if trains get cancelled or whatever, or for freight. You also, excuse my voice, you also change here for the Derwent Dams and the Lady Boa Reservoir. My voice crack is very apparent. Apologies, that I bet gave you some entertainment. So next stop is Edale. We're going to be waiting an hour there, but we're going to wait for our train to arrive first. Update you soon. Right, arriving in now is going to be the 13:36 service to Manchester Piccadilly from Sheffield, and this time it's 195 105, which we're going to be taking to Edale. Not as bad as the other one. Update you soon. Right, we're now here at Edale, and the partner now is the 1347 to Manchester Piccadilly. (195 105). and we're now here at Edale. Another place you can change for a few places. Kinder Scout, the Pennine Way and the Moorland Centre, all accessible from here. But yeah, this station again lacks any sort of transport link. It isn't really good for a bus service or whatever, but look at the scenery around it. It is absolutely stunning. This is proper Yorkshire, this is. Or Derbyshire. It's Derbyshire Peak District, but it feels like it's in Yorkshire, but it's not. The way the station looks in the area around it, you'd think it's Yorkshire. It's not. We're in Derbyshire. So yeah, I'll update you shortly. Right, just to find out now is the I think it's 1432 service to Sheffield, 195114 again. Very busy, that one. There's loads of people got on here at Edale. Right, so I was going to add some facts about the station, so I will. So welcome to Edale. The station serves the rural village of Edale in the Derbyshire Peak District. Located 20 miles west of Sheffield and 22 miles from Manchester, so we're near sort of the halfway point. The station now known as the Hope Valley Line. The station is lying below Kinder Scout, which is why it says change at Edale for Kinder Scout. The station is about 5 minutes walk from the centre of the village, which is where the Pennine Way begins, which obviously it says on the sign as well. And then the station has 2 platforms with no level crossing or footbridge, and to change platforms you actually have to go down here to the underpass and actually walk over to the other side, which is there. So yes, that is Edale station. Now, before anyone falls for it, this station is not where Emmerdale was set. Although it might fool you because it's called Edale, it's not. It's nowhere near here actually. So in fact, even then it's not even in Yorkshire. So anyway, right, so I'll update you soon. Okay, arriving now is the 1447 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly from Sheffield. It's 195122. Update you shortly. Okay, we're now arrived into Chinley and the partner now is 195122. From Sheffield to Manchester Piccadilly. So, welcome to Chinley. This station is a junction station, so Chinley is actually the junction of 2 lines. The first one being the line which EMR take and TPE also take, I believe, which heads to via Hazel Grove and onwards through Woodsmoor to Stockport, which is the line that the Sheffield Manchesters are taking at the moment due to the landslip. But the other line that goes on here, which is where the Sheffield Manchesters go normally, is via New Mills and onwards through Romiley to Manchester, which is closed due to a landslip. But we are actually getting a rail replacement bus from here, 20 minutes over to New Mills Central, where we'll then make our way to cover a few stations around Greater Manchester. Only a few, but still we're going to do them. Update you shortly. Right, so just quickly look at Chinley. The station serves the rural village of Chinley in Derbyshire. The Chinley actually lost its importance when the railway line closed in 1967/68. From 1967, local passenger trains towards Buxton, which ran through here, were withdrawn. But the following year, along with the line, it closed along with the line to Manchester Central west of Cheadle Heath. But the station did the line obviously did reopen in the 80s, which is good. The other thing to note about this station is since the summer 2017 timetable, which is a long time ago. All fast Sheffield to Manchester services use this route in order to call at Stockport, whilst the Marple route is used by the local stopping services that call here, which before that they used to go through New Mills, but I believe then the fast trains just used by Hazel Grove, which is what I mentioned. But this line did have a link up with Buxton, and freight trains used to use it quite a lot. So that is Chinley's importance, because it used to be a hell of a lot more important than what it is now because of all the freight that ran through to Buxton. So yes, anyway, that is Chinley done. Big footbridge here and a big waiting room right in the centre of the platform. We're now going to head over to our next station, New Mills Central, via rail rep. I'll update you soon. Passing through there was a TPE service from Scunthorpe to Liverpool Lime Street, formed of 185 118. There it is. Right, off we go. Right, so we are off the rail replacement now. Welcome to the next station on our plan today, New Mills Central. This is a station that in general trains do continue through. They go off to Chinley and Sheffield from here, but obviously due to the landslip we've taken a rail replacement bus to get over to New Mills Central. This station's really nice. It's 2 platforms, although at the moment only one of them is in use due to the landslip. I believe the landslip might actually be on this track somewhere, on where platform 1 is. Given there's no departures from here or anything like that, I would suspect that is what it is. But anyway, we'll talk more about the station and its facts shortly, but this is New Mills Central. So welcome to New Mills Central. This station serves the town of New Mills in Derbyshire. The town is also served by another station which is called New Mills Newtown, which is located on the branch line to Buxton. The interesting thing as well is there's 3 lines that go through New Mills. This one, the one from Buxton, and also what was the Hayfield branch, which basically runs through the middle of the 3 lines. So you got this one on one end, the Buxton one on another, and then the old Hayfield branch being in the middle. It's really odd because actually a lot of the faster trains that don't stop at New Mills Central or Newtown will go through that middle bit if they're trying to avoid it, which is interesting. Where we were just a minute ago off the rail replacement, sorry, we were 40 feet above the River Goyt, which spans through New Mills, which is the town is really high up. Like you can see just where the tunnels are, that's where we were stood right above there looking right down on the tracks. It's quite a scary look when you look down at it. And just at the tail there's 2 bus shelters which form New Mills bus station as well. So yes, the station is a terminus for trains from Manchester as well. They can now return directly from the eastbound platform, which is platform 2 normally, or you can return from both due to improved signalling, but I think it's eastbound platform 2 that we're talking about here, because it can cross over, and improved signalling means that it can do it. Since 2007 they've managed that. They used to have semaphores by then as well, but obviously replaced with LEDs. But at the Marple end of the station there is still a siding. I can see it down there, to enable empty stock to be cleared of the main line should it need to be. So yes, but yeah, the old station building is really, really nice, and the station itself, usually both platforms are in operation here, but obviously not today. So our next station is going to be, well, we're working it out because obviously we're an hour down due to the rail replacement being a bit late. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the stations of Strines and Marple, but we're just going to work out which one goes first, and we'll update you soon. But for now, here we are at New Mills Central. Right, arriving in now is going to be a terminating northern service from Manchester Piccadilly, terminating here at New Mills Central. And it is that number again. It's 195 118. except this time it's 195 118 or 185 118. So we're gonna head on this, and then we'll let you know as we go what is next. But we've got a plan for any of the stations in between, so I'm prepared for whatever. Update you soon. Right, going out now is 195 118, heading off to Manchester Piccadilly from New Mill Central. We're now here at Marple. We decided to skip Strines because we were an hour down. We're now back on plan, so we had to skip one of them, so we skipped Strines. Come back to it another time. It's pretty easy to do, so yeah, update you shortly. Right, here at Marple now, departing out is 195 125 on the 1643 to New Mill Central. Starting here at, sorry, not starting here, coming from Manchester Piccadilly. So, as that one goes out, Marple Station, just going to give a couple of facts, serves Marple and Greater Manchester, so we're outside of Derbyshire now, we're into Greater Manchester. Opened in 1865 by the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire Railway, and was demolished and rebuilt in 1970, so it has had its changes. The other station in Marple itself is Rosehill Marple, which we will be going to later as well. The station is to the east of Marple, near Marple Bridge and close to Brabbins Park and the Peak Forest Canal, so it's in quite a nice area actually, it must be said. I don't know what the area is like itself, could be really rough for all I know. In 2014-15 this station had nearly 500,000 entries and exits. It's the 6th busiest within Stockport and the busiest on the Hope Valley line after Manchester, Piccadilly and Sheffield. Would you believe that? It's quite crazy to think that. But also interestingly, tickets to and from Rosehill Marple are valid on board all Manchester Piccadilly's bound trains from Rosehill Marple and from Marple, so you can get off at either one and use the ticket from Rosehill Marple at either station. Pretty cool. We're going to head to Romiley next and update you soon. Alright, we're now on board a Stagecoach Manchester Trident E400. As you can tell, it sounds very nice. Try and get a shot from down there. We're heading to Romiley on this. Nice to have this alongside everything else we've had today, and we'll update you when we get to Romiley. So there goes the 383, which has brought us here to Romiley from Marple, and as that one continues, I imagine going to Stockport, but yes, here we are in Romiley. Romiley Lukaku. Yes, indeed. No, it's Romiley, not Romilou. Anyway, we'll update you when we get into the station and go from there. Right, welcome to Romiley. This station is the junction for the branch line to Rosehill Marple, which runs from here, well, goes from Manchester Piccadilly as well, but also runs, well, this is the junction where they head off. The station was built above street level, as you might have been able to tell when we got off, but if you didn't, then also fine. What is there to know about the station? It was opened in 1862, and the line was close south of Rosehill to Macclesfield, which used to also run. So it used to be from here you could go to Rosehill and onwards to Macclesfield. In 1970 that closed. The actual short branch to Rosehill itself was reprieved and opened again in the 60s or early 70s. So yeah, but in terms of Romiley itself, it serves the metropolitan, sorry, it serves Romiley in the metropolitan borough of Stockport. So we are actually in near enough in Stockport. This geography of this place is crazy, but yeah. The booking office is actually open quite a lot of the day, which is quite good for a station like this. So it's got really good good staffing facilities, good everything really. There's an old signal box up there as well, which I think is out of use now. It does look like it hasn't been used in ages.
The windows are boarded.
Yeah, the windows are boarded up, so I think that's done, or has been for a long time. But anyway, so we're on platform 2. We are going to make our way to Rosehill Marple, the next and final station of today, where we will be concluding. But before we do, let's get on this train, and we have got something that isn't a 195. Would you believe? You'll see what it is right now, actually. Approaching him. I'll update you shortly. Okay, arriving in now, it's a 1722 northern service to Rosehill Marple. It's 150-144 on this one. Help, 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 help. I am not riding a 150-1. Okay, I guess I am. Update you soon. Right, welcome to Rosehill Marple, the terminus of the branch line. You can see it used to carry on, but it has been closed off. 150-144 isn't going out until 1743, but we're actually leaving here to go get a bus back to Stockport. So we're actually not getting this train back for once. Yeah, what's to say, this station, like I say, used to carry on through to Macclesfield. It's the second station in Marple. We've been to both of them today, so Marple and Rosehill Marple. It's always cool when you clear a station and you get to the terminus. Always enjoy that. It's still in Stockport. The original line to Macclesfield did close in 1970, leaving this as the terminus. The trains run to Manchester via the Hyde Loop. And it's also a park and ride station, so yes. And in March 2020 a bid was actually made to get the metro link to terminate in Marple. Didn't happen though. But yes, would have gone via a new call in the Reddish Vale Country Park area basically. Anyway, so we're going to get to Stockport and we'll update you from there. That is Rosehill Marple. It's called Rose Hill as well. The sign actually says Rose Hill, not Rosehill Marple. Anyway, update you soon. So we decided to take D&G bus to Stockport, or should I say Jasper decided. His idea, not mine. I wouldn't have dared plan this in, maybe. So it is an Altair Solo. We're taking it to Stockport from Rosehill Marple station. Also, funny fact, this has air horns at the top of it. How random. Right, so off goes the D&G bus Altair Solo, which we just got off of. That's heading into Stockport from Mellor, where it came from. Obviously came via Rosehill to pick us up. We're back here in Stockport now, where it's basically covered in buses. The 192 being the most common one. It's like every 8 minutes. It's like every 3-4 minutes. It's really frequent. But yeah, what we're going to do now, we're going to head back to Stockport. This is off now. That one goes. Obviously a bunch of other stuff, an E400 MMC in the back, try an E400 up there. We're heading off to Stockport station now, or will be. And there goes the 199, that's a Citaro. I'll be heading from Buxton to Manchester Airport, I believe, or the other way around. So yes, anyway, I'll update you soon. Just currently in Alfreton, obviously nowhere near where we've been, but I'm finishing the video. So thank you for watching. If you have liked what you've seen, do like and subscribe, and do leave any comments because I will get back to them as and when I can. And any recommendations are welcome too, so please leave those in the comments. It's an excellent time away in Great Manchester and Derbyshire doing the Hope Valley. It's been really, really nice. And yeah, thank you for watching this latest episode of the platform, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.